danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. So FIU's offense will get the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
On the ground, it's Owens. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fine play action. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. So it's against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, Pollock. I'm running it again right here on the 1-yard line.
And I think he's still got 2 plays, third down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. So Oregon's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first.
Turning on the Jets. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense lining up for a first down play. Moore to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That's reeled in, it's Whittington. There he goes! A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Ducks are on the move. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. Snowed under by the defense. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Ducks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Using his legs, it's Owens. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
With the catch, it's McNeil. There he goes. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Quick handoff. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the ground. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Panthers with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
Man, a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Wuerffel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snagged in the middle, it's Stewart. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Hughes. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterback.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run the counter. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. He'll pull it down and run. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Moore to the air. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make... out of space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Off the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. Open space at the 25. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. offensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He'll do it himself on the draw. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking for space. It's Whittington. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. To the air. It's Jenkins. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Got the first himself. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense got it. They're on the run. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got him downfield. It's a running room. And they pick up better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Hard running there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Extending the play. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB.
Touchdown, Ducks! Fit it in the window for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead at half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in College Station. They're trailing by 14 to Mississippi State. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. This time on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Running into the open space. Smashes through the tackle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they wanted more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. All the makings of a great return. It's snagged just inside the 35. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll open the second half on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Moore to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Ducks will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Nice move there. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. To the ground to try to move the chains. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. FIU will line up the punt. They'll look to pin him deep. A low line drive and short kick. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Stewart. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just pick up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The sure hands, it's Whittington. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And when it's 3rd and this long, a lot of times you sit back, play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You could tell they fooled the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. Makes a grab on the shot. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a throw on 1st down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Lyons. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself. It's a seam wide open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Panthers are flying down the field. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Oh, they're after him. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next.
He's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. The give to the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Grab near the marker. It's Stewart. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Benson. And the seam on the left. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Ducks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Just drives it between the uprights. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He leaves it with the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. FIU will line up to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida International. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas A&M is totally getting wrecked today. You bring Johnny Football back here in his prime, and even he wouldn't change the outcome of this one. They're trailing by 18 to Mississippi State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
The give to the left. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the stakes. The Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Forced out of the pocket. Creates a little space. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Fires to the big fella. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll throw on third and short. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Couldn't ask for much more than this. Starts to return inside his 35. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And how about the hat trick? Like adding insult to injury. You got him in passing situation. You know what's coming. All I'm doing right now is trying to pad my stats and get those sacks.
And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever.
Here we go. Sack.
From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Hughes. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. It's Hughes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
they just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Whittington. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks have this offense rolling. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them and keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Here comes the Heat.
They're trailing by 14 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Off play action. Bringing the Heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the field goal unit is on the field. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking for space. It's Hughes. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Turning it on. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And for the 5th time, the offense will go for it on 4th down. 2 for 4 so far. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Panthers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will open from the 15.
Here we go.
Going right to work up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.